Hey guys, it's Dawson, and in this video you will find out about passive income sources and how to find passive income in 2020 and start in this new year. The thing about passive income, a lot of people have a misconception about passive income, and they feel like it's a free money, but in reality you still need to put a lot of work in the beginning. But the good point of passive income, you by creating value for people, you earn this. But just working by a regular job, you basically sell your time for money. But the advantage of passive income, you can be more free sometimes, and you don't need to always stay at work. That's the plus. But we need to first put a lot of effort, right? So what kind of ways of starting in passive income? Let's find out in this video. First, renting your belongings like camera or other gear, your bicycle, can be pretty profitable, and you don't need to always stay and take care of your photography gear, right? Sometimes you don't need it, and you can rent out to your friends, or you might find other websites to rent out your belongings. Let's say in Gaijinpot you can find more information about that, and you can use those tactics to start leveraging on your things that you own. So yeah, consider that by renting your stuff that you don't really need at the moment. Next is, of course, probably you've heard about this. It's a stock photography, video, and also music. A lot of people know about stock photography, right? And it's pretty big for a long time, but it kind of dies out. So that's why if you consider other ways to sell your art or sell your things that you create, consider for example beats, and you can sell your music. And I think it's pretty profitable if you see those channels and those creators that are popping out right now. Even big hits like Juice World, Lucid Dreams were created by YouTube producers, right? So they're getting a huge traction, and even by selling it online, you might get a pretty good amount of money in the beginning, and then invest into other gears and stuff that you want to do. And it won't be just a hobby, but you can put it to a full-time income, even though it's kind of passive, right? You just create something, spend some time. I don't know how long it takes you to create beats, but then you market them, you sell them, you put them on YouTube, you put them on other platforms. So I find it pretty interesting to do. Yeah, stock video, stock photography, and audio. Next one, I find it pretty interesting, and I also want to try it out. It's a mystery shopper. So basically you need to test out products and write reviews. You might seen Amazon, Wine Program, and other websites also offer this kind of work. And I found out about prices as well. So you might start earning from 1,000 to 10,000 yen per review. So I find it pretty fascinating. By just trying out some products, you don't really spend that much time, and you can already start earning some money from that, and then you can go and resell the product that you just given like for free, right? Basically. So that's why I find it pretty interesting to do, and I will also try it out, and let's see what we will get. It's trying out products and being a reviewer. Next thing you can do is creating online courses and putting them on websites like Udemy, Skillshare, and as well as your own websites. If you can make your own website, or if you can find a web developer. By providing value for your customers and for your viewers, you can already start making a full-time salary by creating something useful and something that people need. And we can see that from other creators, and they're doing those fascinating numbers by creating courses, even on the courses that never existed before, like promotion on Instagram. And those kind of things are very important nowadays, jumping on those trends and culture. So if you can hop on this, if you can start creating your audience and create those courses, you can still make a pretty good living by doing these things. Next one is more general. It's any automated business. We might think entrepreneurs and businessmen, they spend 24/7 on their products and their like services, but in fact they delegate a lot. So basically they're like ruling, and they're like trying to find the right people for the right job. And when you will be able to find this, and like the best business and is that when you don't need to be in a business. So basically you can do other things and focus on other things while your business is working, and you're getting your profit from that business. Of course it requires a lot of time and practice, but if you want to build a wealth, I think this is one of the best way to do that. And if you put on time and energy to create your own business, you will start learning and earning by running your own startup or your own company. Next one you can do is Airbnb and rental property. So Japan, tourism and people are coming, like foreigners are coming here. So that's why you can help out other foreigners as well by renting them out your apartment and your part of your house. So it's pretty good to the way to start connecting with people, and by providing them houses and apartments, because it's pretty hard to rent out an apartment in Japan, if you know. And as I said, tourism is growing rapidly in Japan because of the Olympic Games, and just in general a lot of tourists are coming to Japan. And even if you just count numbers, you can actually make a full-time salary by renting out your apartment in some part of towns or cities. Of course, maybe it will be tough to do that in Tokyo and big cities, but if you do a little bit of research in your own town, I hope you will find something valuable. And last but not least, it's not really passive, but I find it pretty important to by providing help to elderly people in Japan. We know that elderly people are growing in Japan, and it's really hard for local people and Japanese government to deal with these problems. But we still need to consider them, because they still need a lot of help in farms, because I see how hardworking they are, and they're still putting a lot of effort, and they know they consider it as a burden, but they're not a burden. We can help them by providing them volunteer work and other things. So that's why if you want to stay and if you want to settle in Japan, probably it's a good way to communicate with elderly people, because they're really open, and I find it pretty good to practice your Japanese as well, right? Because they speak really fast sometimes. It's really hard to understand them, but if you will be able to understand them, you will be way better in Japanese if you just do nothing or just watch anime. So yeah, please, let's help them, and I hope we can build not just material wealth, but also cultural wealth by sharing our culture as well. So thank you for watching this video. Watch other videos about how to save money, how to make, and how to invest money in Japan. Consider subscribing if you're watching this video for the first time. Leave your comment, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.